The following program is being brought to you on the Seventh Wave Network. For more information about our network and to check our additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit seventhwavenetwork.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Welcome. It's time for expansion. It's time for vibrational attunement and channeled messages with the mothers. This is Conscious Conversations with Angela Blaha. In our program today, you will learn about new states of consciousness and seek unity within yourself. Now, here is your host, Angela Blaha.
Hello everyone, this is Angela Blaha and thank you for joining me today. Today our special guests are the mothers. So if you have questions and you want to call in, please feel free. The number is 866-472-5795. You can also email in to angelablaha005@gmail.com. So we already have a lot of questions and we're going to get started. So let's see. The first question is, as an extension of source energy, is there really anything to fear? No, there's nothing really to fear because fear is a perception of the mind. And what lies underneath perception of fear are the emotions that reside underneath. So when you're looking at fear, you need to ask yourself, what are you afraid of? What's the emotion that's creating this sense of being afraid? Now, as an extension of Source is not afraid. Source does not have fear. Source does not sense fear or any emotions that are related to fear because Source is pure love. And so as being pure love, there is no fear. So to answer the question, no, there is no fear. The next question we have is, what is unconditional love? And how is unconditional love attainable in our world of duality? Unconditional love is the pure state of the soul where it has no conditions. When a baby is born, it loves unconditionally. It loves you. It loves everything around it. It has no conditions. It doesn't love you if you don't change its dirty diaper right away. It still loves. So unconditional love is something that has no conditions, no rules, no parameters, nothing that stands in its way. Now, being in duality, being in a world of polars, there are opposites. But pure, unconditional love really doesn't have an opposite because it's the only thing that is of that magnitude. Some may say that hate is the opposite. But what is hate? What is hate? Unconditional, pure love is the only thing that your soul really knows. It's the only thing that your soul knows. As you remember, which is the primary purpose of humans being on earth, is to remember the unconditional, pure essence of the soul, which is pure love. So when you bring that, when you begin to remember those pure states of consciousness, those pure states of pure love, and you bring that into the world, the dualities, the opposites become less and less. And so you begin to make choices based on pure love. You begin to move throughout your day based on pure love. We just returned from a retreat this weekend where part of the conversations were about pure love and how to obtain pure love in everyday living and how to be that as oneness. And what we understand with the human beings is that there's a fear of loneliness. There's a fear of that aloneness, which when you feel that, you're not completely connected with the pure state of the soul. That pure unconditional love, which transcends time and space, which has no conditions upon it, and it loves no matter what. So what is unconditional love? It's the remembering of who you are as an energy soul being that is just pure love. There is nothing else. And how do you bring that into the world? You become it. You become unconditional pure love in every choice that you make, in every word that you speak, in every emotion that you have, in every belief, every thought that you are. Our next question comes from Mandy. I'm still working on starting my business, but have been turned down by one bank for financing despite us revisiting the amount we invest. We are meeting with a bigger bank today, but I'm wondering if I am still on the right track. Do the mothers have any words of advice? If they still see this as my journey, do they have an idea on the timeline? I'm trying to remain open-minded and inviting to the positive changes. But as time goes on, it is getting harder and harder. Mandy, when you know you're on the right track, yet someone comes into your life and says no, ask yourself, what do I get to learn from this person, from this institution? What are they teaching me to do that may be better or different or more expansive that I'm not seeing? If you desire this to be your journey, which is always a choice, then do not allow others to stand in your way. When you stand in your belief of who you are and what you're doing and the good that it offers to people, always come back to that. Always come back to what you know is your truth. Always come back to asking, is this really my truth? Is there something out of alignment? Now, Mandy, there does feel like there's a piece of some wordage that feels like it's out of alignment with your true intent. So we would ask that you go back to the document that has your mission and what your true intent is and what your true purpose is. And revisit those words. As we have said before, words have power. And if those words and the power of the words do not match your intent, then find a different word that does. And just because that bank said no, doesn't mean that the next one will say no as well. And it might be a better opportunity for you. So, keeping an open mind and continuing that positive upward spiral is important for manifesting everything that you want. The other thing that we would suggest is when you're moving forward and you're taking actions for whatever it is that you desire, that you operate in the premise that it's already happened, that you already have this business started. So when you have words like, I am still working on starting my business, that means it's in the future. When you use words like, I've been turned down by one bank, that pulls you into this negative or downward spiraling energy. Now we realize that you had to use those words maybe to ask the question, but we encourage you to go back and revisit the documents. And if they have words that are pulling you in a downward spiral, or they're words, powerful words that don't match every single little tiny piece of what you're creating, then change them. Are you on your journey? Yes. Journeys have ups and downs. And every single time that there's maybe a down, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What do I need to release to make room for something new to come in? Try not to overthink your decisions. Try not to overthink how things are reacting. Rather, we ask that you revisit yourself. Remind yourself of your intent. Remind yourself of how amazing this business is and how many people it is helping and how many people it is providing jobs for, and how good it is for the world. Notice we use the word is because that's in present moment time. So anytime you're trying to manifest something or get something, that you're really desiring, use powerful words that keep you in present moment time. Because that's really all that there is present moment time. So yes, Mandy, go back and revisit the documents. Look for words, powerful words. Change them if you need to. Release them and bring in something that has greater opportunity. And you are totally on your journey. And be confident and stand in the full power of who you are as a beautiful, unconditional love being of light. So we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to be right back and answer some more of your questions. So if you have questions, please feel free to call in to 866-472-5790. 5795. We'll be right back.
The Voice America 7th Wave Channel. Be extraordinary. Be the change.
In Angela's book, Show Me How to Remember Your Power Through Self-Love and Forgiveness, you'll find an empowering book filled with messages of love and forgiveness. She gives powerful ways to use your own courage, strength, and love to heal your emotional and mental body. You can find the book at Amazon or visit Angela's website at angelablaha.com. The book is available in paperback and Kindle formats. Step back into your power. Get Angela's Show Me's at angelablaha.com.
Broaden your mind. Open your heart for a greater understanding of how to express your pure and authentic nature. Tune in and turn on 1111 Talk Radio. Simran, author, publisher, and life mentor, broadens minds and opens hearts to a greater understanding of life, consciousness, and humanity. 1111 Talk Radio is every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America 7th Wave Channel. 1111 Talk Radio. You are not on a journey. You are the journey. You are experiencing itself.
Being Here with Ariel and Shia Kane is an ordinary person's guide to modern-day enlightenment. This show is an exciting exploration which opens the door to living in the moment. Don't miss Being Here. Tune in every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern with Ariel and Shia Kane, right here on the 7th Wave Network.
The Voice America 7th Wave Channel.
You are listening to Conscious Conversations. To connect with Angela Blaha or her guest today, please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to angelablaha005@gmail.com. Now, back to Conscious Conversations.
Welcome back, everyone. Angela Blaha here. And let me do a quick switch and bring back the mothers for you so that they can answer all of your questions. So our next question is, how can I connect to my womb, my divine feminine, in order to release holding within the body and in my emotions? As human beings, you have... So connecting with the divine feminine is really about receiving, about compassion, about that unconditional love we talked about earlier. And in order to release the holding within the body is more about opening to receiving. The word release is a powerful word. And when you release something, you create space for something else to come in. And the divine feminine energy is about that opening up to receiving. So how do you release within the body and in the emotions? The emotions are generally held within the body. So if there is an emotion, let's say regret, if there's an emotion of regret, and you're holding it within the body, ask yourself where? Where do you feel that emotion? Some may feel it in the stomach, some may feel it in their hips, some may feel it in their shoulders. Wherever it is that it resides within cell memory within the body, we suggest that you go into that emotion a little further and find what it is that you're holding thoughts to or memories to. Why is the emotion there? And then letting it go. Just simply allowing it to go because it doesn't serve you any longer. If you are not dealing with that emotion in this moment, then it is in the past, and we ask that you let it go, that you release it from your being. That is part of the divine feminine, is knowing when and how to release. Clearing space and creating space for what you're really desiring to come in. And allowing it to come in. That's the receiving part that many people are not taught and maybe don't even understand. So when you're asking for the release of something, what is your definition of release? What is your definition of receiving? What is your definition of divine feminine? What is your definition of connecting? Those are all very powerful words that carry memory within you. And when you can connect with the memory of who you are, that unconditional love of the soul, then the questioning of how to do something becomes obsolete. Because it's already within you to know. The next question is, what can I personally do on a day-to-day basis that would allow me to connect to the mothers and the divine feminine? We love this question because that means we get to connect with more of you. That is a very interesting question. As we look into your energy, and maybe others' energies and Angela's energies, you simply ask. That would be the first thing that we would recommend. And you can ask us individually, or you can ask us as a group. Some begin individually so that we're not quite so overwhelming, and so that you can create a relationship with whoever you're asking. For instance, in the beginning when we started working with Angela, she asked for Goddess Shakti, and Lakshmi appeared. Before that, she was working with Mother Mary. And before that, she was working with Mary Magdalene. And now there's an abundance of us, because that's what she asks for. So the first thing that we recommend is that you ask. And then open to receiving us. As we always talk about how overwhelming it was for Angela to channel us in the beginning because of our love. And how she cried every time we would come in. Because the body, her physical body, just wasn't quite ready for the unconditional, pure state of love. And there is nothing wrong with the way that it worked. And you may be different. And so, always ask. Surround yourself with love, and then ask. Move into the conscious state of your own being, and then ask. And know that we may not show up in the same way that we show up for Angela. Because you're not Angela, and we get to play with you in your way, in the way that matches your vibration. We want to talk a little bit more about receiving. Receiving is trusting yourself, trusting the wisdom that comes in, the claircognizant, just those pops of knowledge that come in. The trust is the biggest thing that we see in people who want to connect. Trusting your own soul, your own vibration, your own energy. Trusting your own wisdom and the remembering of your own wisdom. That is the key to allowing. Trust is the key to receiving. And trust is the key to connecting to the pure states of unity consciousness, the pure states of pure love. Ask yourself, what is trust? How do I trust? Who do I trust? What is the vibration of trust? How does trust affect me? What are my thinking patterns around trust? What are my emotional patterns around trust? What is my belief about trusting who I am and my ability to connect with not just us, with other people, with the universe, with the world? So understanding your own ability to trust is the key to connecting with us every single day, because we're always here, we're always available. We're always lying in unity consciousness. So ask, and we will appear. So we're going to take another little break, and we're going to be right back with more of your questions. So thank you for tuning in today.
visionary. This is the Voice America 7th Wave Channel.
In Angela's book, Show Me How to Remember Your Power Through Self-Love and Forgiveness, you'll find an empowering book filled with messages of love and forgiveness. She gives powerful ways to use your own courage, strength, and love to heal your emotional and mental body. You can find the book at Amazon or visit Angela's website at angelablaha.com. The book is available in paperback and Kindle formats. Step back into your power. Get Angela's Show Me's at angelablaha.com. We are all searching for a deeper meaning in life. The possibility exists to create our life from the perspective of our true divine nature, where the experience of joy, love, abundance, freedom, and peace is our birthright. On the Inner Frontier, host Darlene Green presents a new topic every week with a high-frequency conversation to support a gentle revealing of the divine that is unique to you. Tune in every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time and 2 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America 7th Wave Channel for the Inner Frontier.
If you are ready to take control of your health, your relationships, and your life, then tune in to Awakened Hearts with hosts Rebecca and Boyd Campbell. All of us are spiritual beings having a temporary physical experience. Awakened Hearts will help you deepen your connection with spirit. Each program will feature live intuitive readings and special guests. Listen live every Monday at 12 noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America 7th Wave Channel.
This is the 7th Wave Channel on the Voice America Network.
You are listening to Conscious Conversations. To connect with Angela Blaha or her guest today, please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to angelablaha005@gmail.com. Now, back to Conscious Conversations.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Angela Blaha, and we are with the mothers today. Can you feel their love? If not, we're going to do a little bit of a meditation towards the end of the show today so that you can actually feel their love. They're so beautiful. So give me a second to switch over here, and we'll be right back with the mothers. Our next question is, what are twin flames and soulmates? What are the differences, and how do you know? Well, we can ask, what is your definition of twin flames and soulmates? And or soulmates, are they the same? This all depends on what your definition is. So, instead of going into your definitions, we will generalize, because we want you to move out of creating separation within definitions or within terms. Because when you create a definition for a twin flame or you create a definition for a soulmate, we ask, does this take you out of alignment with who you are? Does this keep you in a separated belief pattern? Because the most important thing for you is to move into oneness. And if these definitions keep you out of oneness, then we would ask you why. Who you are is the most important thing. And if you are focusing on differences, you may just miss the pure love you were looking for, which we believe is the definition of twin flames and or soulmates. Because no matter the definition, what you're looking for is pure love. We would also ask that if pure love is what you're looking for, you already have that. So what are you really searching for? Because if you have pure love, which is what you really are, if you already have that, then what is it that you're searching for? Are you truly connected with your own source of pure love? Are you truly connected with the pure conscious state of your own soul, your own energy, your own being? Now, there are people who will show up in your life from your soul family, of which you consciously and unconsciously match. The energy, the knowingness, the wisdom, the pure state of love match your understanding. It matches your beliefs. All those things match your own patterns. So we ask, are those twin flames and or soulmates? You see, you put yourself in a box when you confine yourself to a definition of what a soulmate is, or a twin flame is. And if that is what you're looking for romantically or in a partner, then is that really the definition of pure love? The pure conscious state of the soul? Because you already are complete. We wonder if you're looking for someone to share that with, rather than someone to complete you. What are karmic relationships? If we apply the law of karma, which states that everything you do, everything you say, everything that you think, and everything that you believe, every emotion you have, has a cause and effect. If you apply that belief to relationships, then how you interact within those relationships has a cause and an effect. If you come into the relationship with clear communication, with pure love, unconditional pure love, with grace, with compassion, with joy, then that is what you will receive from the relationship. If you come into the relationship, and it doesn't matter if it's a romantic relationship or a partner relationship or a mother-daughter relationship or a father-daughter relationship or a son-father relationship, any relationship, it doesn't matter. Because what you give into the relationship is what you will get out of the relationship. Those are karmic relationships. Now you can take these back into previous lifetimes or simultaneous lifetimes and apply the same thing. People come into your life sometimes karmically and sometimes not karmically. And so apply who you are to every relationship. If you want unconditional love from your relationship, then give unconditional love and be open to receive unconditional love. If you come to your relationships with anger, resentment, guilt, then chances are you will receive that. That's how you know who you are and what your relationships are like. Karmic law is not hard. It's not complicated. It simply states that everything in your world has a cause and an effect. So consciously be thinking about what you want, what you desire. If you're desiring unconditional love and you're giving unconditional love, then you should be able to receive it. Again, going back to the earlier question of receiving, are you open to receiving unconditional love? If you have conditions on yourself, if you believe that you're worthy of unconditional love, then be open to receiving unconditional love. If you're not quite sure if you're worthy of everything that you want, dream, and desire in life, then we ask that you think about or that you define what that means. What does that really mean? Worthiness. If you have belief patterns somewhere that are holding you back from accepting and from receiving everything that you desire, then we ask that you review those belief patterns. Where did they begin? Majority of your belief patterns probably started when you were younger, and maybe some of them don't even belong to you. And if they don't belong to you, then kindly give them back with love to whoever they belong to. Because your belief patterns start when you're young and you are living in present moment time, they are obsolete. Update them. Refresh them. Bring in new beliefs, new patterns. Bring in new information of who you are now, not who you were before. Because present moment time is the only thing that really matters. So ask yourself, what do you believe? What do you know is your truth? If you're looking for pure love, then simply be that pure love that you're desiring, and you won't need to look for it any longer. Because once you become something, some energy of something, you no longer yearn it. You no longer seek it. Because you are it. Because you are it. You are whatever you seek. You are whatever you know. So be what you want in life. Be what you want in life. We're going to go for a commercial break and we're going to be right back.
Voice America Seventh Wave Channel. Seek greater awareness.
In Angela's book, Show Me How to Remember Your Power Through Self-Love and Forgiveness, you'll find an empowering book filled with messages of love and forgiveness. She gives powerful ways to use your own courage, strength, and love to heal your emotional and mental body. You can find the book at Amazon or visit Angela's website at angelablaha.com. The book is available in paperback and Kindle formats. Step back into your power. Get Angela's Show Me's at angelablaha.com. Sit back, relax, breathe. Reconnect to the still small voice within. Take the time to make a weekly visit to the sounds of the heart with host Sandy Goldstone. This unique program will help you cultivate and strengthen your heart's connection and feel love, beauty, and joy. You don't need to fear or suffer. Heed the call. Say yes to living from the heart's truth. Tune in live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. U.S. Pacific Time on the Voice America 7th Wave Channel. Join the evolving consciousness of humanity.
This is the Voice America 7th Wave Channel.
You are listening to Conscious Conversations. To connect with Angela Blaha or her guest today, please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to angelablaha005@gmail.com. Now, back to Conscious Conversations.
Welcome back, everyone. It's us, the mothers. We've always wanted to do that. Introduce ourselves. So much fun. So today we're going to leave you with a little bit of a meditation. So as we taught you before to open up to photon light information, we're going to do that again, but it's going to be a shortened version, and then we're going to move into your own pure love. So let's all take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to pull the energy into the chakra system, your own energy system. This is who you are, your own energy. That's who you really are. Take another nice deep breath in and pull your energy into your chakras, into the core of who you are. Take another nice deep breath in, and this time just settle in to who you are. Your pure state of consciousness. Your pure essence. Your unconditional love, which is always connected to unity consciousness. You are not separate from anyone or anything. You are pure, unconditional love. Allow your love to move into every cell, every atom, every particle of your physical being. Allow your love to move into every emotion, every thought of who you are. Allow your love and your connection to unity love to move into receiving more and more love, into trusting who you are, into trusting the wisdom of who you are. Into being the beautiful light of consciousness, into being the beautiful light of love, into being the beautiful light of trust. Into being all that there is, seen and unseen, in local time and in non-local time. Take another deep breath and settle in to who you are. And notice, just simply notice. Notice how we connect with you. Notice how we love you. We notice how you love us. Notice how we see you. Every beautiful, beautiful being of who you are. So take another nice deep breath in. And bring your awareness into present moment time. And as we slowly disconnect, know that we love you. We always love you. Oh, thank you, mothers. Aren't they just so lovely? So I hope that you connect with me on Facebook. If you are not a part of my tribe already, please connect. If you need to check anything out on my website, it's http://angelablaha.com. I have all kinds of ways that you can work with me on there. I will be doing several speaking engagements, actually. I have several challenges going on this summer. There's going to be some meditation challenges, and I will be speaking in Denver in September. And there's a few more things in the works for October and November. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up. And as always, I hope that you can give me some feedback on any of the programs that I offer. And if there's anything that you'd like to see, please let me know that as well. So we will be bringing some new people in for the rest of the month of May. And we'll see what happens after that. Again, thank you all for joining me this week. If you have any questions about anything, please email me at angelablaha005@gmail.com. And I hope today was very informational. It was primarily based in love, which was the mother's intent today. So your questions fell right into synchronicity with what they wanted to offer. So I'm so excited about that. Until next week, I hope you have just the most amazing and expansive week that you've ever had. And all my love to you, and we will see you next week. So take care, everyone. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you for tuning into this week's edition of Conscious Conversations. Be sure to join Angela Blaha for another edition next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America 7th Wave channel. Until our next meeting, have an extraordinary week.